Hello everyone, it's Cribini and Tina.
Hola.
Welcome to the channel. Hope everybody's just having a wonderful day and that you're in the best of health.
Yes, with health, as always, being most important. Today, I want to go over something that it excites my soul. Money. Today, we are going to cover what we spent for the entire year of 2020. Because I was thinking to myself, I was like, so now the year is over. We are starting 2021, and a lot of us couldn't wait for 2021 to come. But what did we do in 2020? Did you save? Did you move? Did you make plans to relocate permanently? What did you do and how much did you save? Which got me thinking about you and me. So I was like, hey, we have not done, and we've been here now 2 years, a video covering our yearly expense so that you could see in 1 year what we have spent. And we are going to go through everything. I have gone month to month because, again, like I said in one of our previous videos on how to pay your bills in the DR, you always want to keep your bills and your receipts of payment because there's always some type of little issue that you want to do. Just make sure you're covered. So to cross those T's and dot those I's, make sure you have all those months. So I went back through my billfold full of bills because some months are different. Some months might be a little higher than others. Some months may be really low. So here is our yearly expenses for 2020. COVID, meaning we were home a lot, just like you guys. So what I want you guys to do is take a second and think about and just round. I got close to the amount that I came to in my head. I was a little off, but think about how much you spent staying in the United States during COVID. Meaning you were locked down just like we were, and then we were probably locked down longer than you guys because of the curfew. So how much do you think that you spend in a year? And I said to you, I go, do you know how much we would have spent? And you were like, how would you even know that? And I was like, because if, let's say, I spent $4,000 a month on the reg, on bills, I was like, I would times that by 12, meaning I spent $48,000.
Right.
Now, if I also had to extend any type of credit, let's say $5,000 to $10,000, then I would add the $5,000 to $10,000 on that, and I could give you a ballpark like that on how much I spent. And you were like, wow, I didn't even think about that. And I was like, well, that's because I'm the money person. I'm always thinking like that. So I have the numbers. He came close when he guessed.
Sure did.
Put your guesses in or write them down, and then we will reveal it at the end of this video. So let's get started. All right. So our rent for the year, and I broke down everything into US dollars. So we are not talking pesos. US dollars. Our rent for 1 year. And you've seen the tour of our homes. If not, go back and watch the videos. We have about 4 videos that tour the grounds, the amenities, and finally the 4th, our actual apartment, which is almost 2,000 square feet. Our rent for the month was $11,470 United States dollars, USD. So we spent $11,470. And yeah, that's way less than our mortgage was for sure.
I can never remember paying that less for a place to stay.
Not like this.
Not like this.
Yeah.
No way in the world. It's just no way. No way. Unless you in a hut in Taiwan somewhere.
And I would like to preface that in case you are just tuned in or don't know, we live in Santiago, Dominican Republic. Awesome city. So with that, we're moving on to our next bill, which is our electric. Here it is Ede Norte. So our Ede Norte bill for the entire year, because you guys are going to say that can't possibly be, but for the entire year, we're talking 12 months of electric, $1,178.
And I know it would have been a whole lot more living in a big old US of A. Especially living in Vegas in the summer.
Yeah, I was going to say that's like 4 months in the summer, so that would be like probably May, June, July, and August. And then maybe I'll be nice and throw in September. But that would be it. I would still, it would be double that. And then, of course, we have our water, which is Corazon, here in Santiago. And our water bill for the entire year, yes, she said it, the entire year, 12 months, our water bill was $324.
Again, these are record-breaking numbers. Okay.
He's waiting for the next one because he's really excited about it. So gas, because our gas bill in the Las Vegas area, I don't know why, but it was ridiculous. But then you do have to heat because now Vegas has gotten really cold during the
winter months.
Yes. So our gas bill for the entire year here in Santiago, 12 months, was $93.
Didn't even reach 100. Think about that, folks.
Yeah.
A whole year. Now, where are you going to go? Okay. I think you even had to pay more than that if you had an RV hooked up at a trailer park. I think you pay more than $92 for gas. Okay? Because, I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah. And our cell phones, so this is a plan for 2 cell phones, 2 Apple iPhones, a home phone, and high-speed internet. So this bill that we pay includes all of that because it's a group package plan. And for the year, we paid $939. That was it. That's literally 3 months of AT&T, I'm gonna let you know, because we have a family of 4 unlimited.
It's a big difference. It's a big, when I say big difference, I mean a big difference. Big difference.
So then we move on to, of course, the thing you cannot live without, food. And our food bill tends to be a little on the high side because we throw in some eating out, and we, of course, like our wine and our adult beverages. So food came out for the year to $4,200.
I tell you what, I like to see some of you guys' grocery lists.
Right.
Okay, especially if you got 3 or 4 people living in the house, and you go to Von Smith's or wherever you food shop, and watch how high your food bill is when you get to the cash register.
Well, yeah, because I told you, us eating strictly at home, and that was just groceries, like literally no adult beverages, and who does that? Or no going out, we were doing at least $500 a month. So if you times that by 10, you're already at 5,000.
Right.
We still got 2 more months,
Right.
so that's another 1,000. So when you're talking 12 months, you're talking $6,000, and that's just food, no adult beverages, and no eating out. Yeah, it's high in Vegas. So yeah,
big difference. Big difference. And the bigger the city, the more taxes you pay, it's more. This is just a little chump change. Okay, compared to other big cities.
Yeah, and so transportation, that of course for us means taxis, buses when we go to Santo Domingo, and Uber. And transportation for the entire year, yes, again she said it, 12 months, was only $225. That's not even a car payment.
Right. And you know it's not even car insurance payment.
That's not. And so if you watched our video on, are we going to will we buy a car? That's why we were like, no. Because there is absolutely no way we could go back to having to pay a car payment or paying the car cash, which we could.
Right.
But wanting to pay car insurance or having to maintenance a car, whatever, when we can get around for an entire year for $225. $225? Come on, man. That's like not even your gas.
Big difference.
Like bill for the year.
Big difference.
Filling a tank of gas is like $40, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
And if you do that once or twice a week, you're gonna few to my $225 in a few months. Like that's just gas. So yeah, $225 for transportation for us. So then of course we had extracurriculars. So COVID happened here on March 19th, and the reason I know the exact date was because it was literally a day after the big guy's birthday.
Right.
That's when we got locked down on March 19th. They had begun to start getting it into place on your birthday, which was March 18th, but the official day was March 19th that the whole city decided it was going to go on, or country, on lockdown, meaning that we were weren't allowed out of our home except for essential things like groceries and pharmacy or medical treatment. Everything was closed. The streets were barren. You guys have seen the pictures. Everybody's posted them. It happened. We all lived through it. We're still alive. Most of us, thank God. And so we found that during COVID, we were getting a lot, and to remain to get things delivered. So with our first of the year going out, and we took a trip from Puerto Rico to Miami back to Puerto Rico, and we also had a little shopping jaunt, and we also had a lot of deliveries and things done here. So that for 1 year reached 3,500. I know you guys are gonna be like, what? But you know, hey, we shopped. Hey, we had fun. Hey, I had a lot of deliveries. What can I say?
And we took the ferry back to DR.
Oh yeah, that's right. And so in all that, that was our extracurriculars. But because we were spending so less on all the other things, honestly, when I counted that up, I was like, I can't even believe it got that high because we never felt the pinch. In the U.S., we would have felt that pinch of 3,500.
Big time we'd have felt it. Big time. The
total now, drum roll please. For 1 year in the DR, for us as a married couple, so for the two of us who live here the way that we live, our yearly total for all of our bills, which we included everything that we listed, food, transportation, and extracurriculars also included in that, was $21,929. So my question to you is, if you were to count just your mortgage or just your rent in the U.S., did I already pass, or did I come cheaper than you before you even start counting all your other bills?
Right.
Because my mortgage would, and state taxes, property tax would have killed that 21,929, and I wouldn't even had paid a bill yet. So I think we made the right choice.
Right.
Because I told them, technically, if you take that 21,929 and you converted that into Dominican pesos, we lived like a millionaire because it equals 1,269,421 Dominican pesos. So technically, we lived like a millionaire for a year. And didn't feel it.
And didn't feel a pinch. And was able to go shopping, eat the kind of foods we went to restaurants, and enjoyed ourselves. Yep. Because like I always say on the channel, life's to be enjoyed. When you can't enjoy life, then you got to be sitting up there crunching and worry about your next bill, worry about what you're going to eat, going to some groceries, filling your car up. Yep. Everybody got SUVs, and it costs lots of money to fill them bad boys up. What do you got left?
Right. And I'll tell you now this is where you all get on your computer and start typing, like I say, and getting a bunch of comments on how that's ridiculous. You should live for way less. But the thing is we live how we want to live. Right. It's our money. We were still able to save a great amount. So I think that it was an amazing move to have been out here before COVID so that we had the ability to save so much more money. I mean, not that even with COVID we still would have saved money, but we saved a lot more because of that. And still, we had drinks whenever we wanted because we had our patio, we have a park. We were able to enjoy our days.
The social area upstairs.
Yeah, we have the fresh air. Right now, the wind is blowing like crazy. We had to close the patio because all you would have heard was so, I mean, we had fun. We enjoyed the great breeze. The weather can't be beat. The humidity is a little too much, especially for this girl's hair. But, hey, I had fun during COVID. Like, the kids would call us and they'd be miserable, and we'd be drinking mojitos, or we'd be drinking, rum or vodka, or having a glass of wine, and then I'd be having a cigar outside the patio, and they're like, yeah, wow, COVID's really tough for you, Mom. And I was like, I love it.
And just thinking about that, Tina, on the March the 19th, I think that's the same time. Didn't they close the borders at the same time? They closed the country down.
Yeah, it was within a few days of that, yes.
Yeah, it was a few days of that. They actually shut the borders down for the Dominican Republic, so nobody can come in and go out, unless it was Dominican citizens that was coming to vote or whatever they did.
And we happen to know a few viewers that were, of our subscribers that were actually here when the country decided to shut down, and then they chose to go back to the United States and wait out COVID. And all I kept saying to myself was like, why would someone do that? Because you would save so much more money
staying here.
Yeah, I was like, who would do that? I would never, because even the kids were like, are you going to come back? And I was like, why? I'm saving so much more money just staying here.
Tons.
I'm not going back. Like, I would have to spend so much on rent in the U.S. and the bills in the U.S. I was like, we pay like nothing to stay here. So that's our total for the year. Like I said, go back, crunch your numbers now that the year's over. See where you're at, and then maybe that will be the fuel to your fire to make you think about relocation. And hey, it doesn't have to be the DR, could be anywhere, but it just shows you how you can live so much better for so much less when you start thinking outside the box.
There you go.
21929, put that one in your head. Walk around and say, she said 21929, and she lives like a millionaire. You don't even got to live that, extravagant if you don't want to. 21929.
What a wonderful.
I did what I wanted to do when I wanted to do it, and I didn't even look at a budget. 21929.
What a great, wonderful retirement. And this is what retirement life looks like. If you plan well, you plan right, you can live like this. You ain't got to be worried about somebody going to come take your car in the middle of the night, or somebody going to come and put you out. You handle your business, you handle it right, you can live like this. Now, I bet you some of you won't share those numbers because you don't want nobody knowing your business. But I can assure you right now that you spend way more money than that.
Just I'll share my numbers with you, but you don't have to share your numbers with me. I just say, look at your number and then think about that. That's what I like to get people thinking, and because that's how you spark movement. Because just like a fire needs a spark and it needs oxygen. So I will tell you to quick light that fire to get maybe movement and get the motion to thinking outside the box and moving outside the box.
And one guy did share from the channel. He did share his rent that he was paying per month, and he had to go find a parking space.
Oh,
and
he
was paying
New York.
20.
Was it New York?
No, it was so much further south.
Oh.
But he was paying $2,400. And he didn't even have he didn't even have his own parking space. $2,400. That is ridiculous.
Yeah.
So you think about it, you add that up and see what you come out with.
That was my electric and water for the entire year. Plus you throw in probably a few other bills, but yeah.
So life is good when you're living outside of the box. You can save a lot more coins than you can when you are inside of the box.
Yes. So
in the meantime, between the time, always remember that life is to be enjoyed.
Make sure to hit that subscribe, hit notifications so that you can get notified when we have amazing videos like this to open those eyes. And always hit thumbs up. It's a free and easy way to patron the channel. Hitting subscribe and hitting thumbs up helps us help you. Help me, help you, help me, help you. And as always, we want to thank our new subscribers. Thank you to our tried and trues that have stuck with the channel and that are getting their head into thinking outside the box. And to help you along with that, we always have information underneath all our videos that includes our buymeacoffee.com/KirbyNee, where you can do a one-on-one consultation, phone or video with us to help you navigate that move to outside the box.
So, until the next video, have a good one.